The Chimeran threat began in Russia. The origin of the virus is unknown, but its effects were devastating and swift. In the 1930s, reports of biological experiments began leaking out of Russia. Then reports of villages destroyed overnight. Then entire cities. We feared the Russians had developed a weapon of unparalleled power. The truth was far worse. The Chimeras stayed sealed within Russia for over a decade. Then, in 1949, they launched an attack that overwhelmed all of Europe in a matter of weeks. For several months, we thought England was safe. But in October of 1950, the Chimera burrowed under the Channel. We had prepared for them, but in 3 months' time, the war was lost. We abandoned the cities to the Chimera and retreated to scattered military bases and outposts. The Chimera had won. On July the 11th, 1951, the Americans launched an assault on the eastern coast of England. On the second wave of that assault was a sergeant named Nathan Hale. The actions of that soldier have become a matter of both scrutiny and myth. What follows are the known events of his life from July 11th to July the 14th, the day he was last seen. Soldiers had no idea what they would soon be facing. The US government had sealed its borders in 1950. Radio waves and newspapers became state property. Only the highest levels of their government knew the truth. The operation was an exchange. The Americans were bringing supplies and tanks into York. We were giving them our one secret weapon, something we could offer that they couldn't build themselves. I was the commander of the convoy team that was to meet the US soldiers. We were ambushed in Manchester on the way to the rendezvous. There was no way to warn the Americans. They were on their own in York, fighting an enemy they knew nothing about. We never learnt exactly what happened there. All we know is that Nathan Hale was the sole survivor.
No! 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 Sir, your squad! Go now! You're with me, let's go!
Ooh, alright guys. That is gross, it's inverted. Anyways guys, this is Mithril, and today I am playing Resistance Fall of Man. Now let me tell you guys something, I love the Resistance series. It has been one of my all-time favorite series. However, the games at this rate, or at this point in time, are pretty old. This first one that I'm playing, Fall of Man, came out in 2006. It's almost 20 years old. So yeah, it definitely needs some sort of like remaster at this point. Also, why is that on? Turn that off. Disgusting. Make sure that's... There we go. Oh, that sensitivity is rough. Also, this is on hard. And then another thing I'm looking at is there is a big color difference from my actual monitor that I'm playing on compared to the monitor that I have OBS on. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try and fix that. Sorry, I probably should have figured this out beforehand, but I didn't. Now it's a little too much. I need to put it like right at 5, I think. But yeah, these are some of my all-time favorite games. I do love them. I enjoy them. They were made by Insomniac, you know, the people that made the new Spider-Man games. These games are fantastic. I have played through all of them. Well, not all of them. The only one I have not played is Burning Skies, which is on the Vita. Maybe... Oh. I'm playing on my old PS3 controller, and it's kind of old at this point. Maybe I need to go back for it. Oh, whoops, I threw a grenade. Meh, I guess that's fine. Yeah, the controls for the first game, they're a little outdated, I won't lie. They're a little scuffed. Also, another thing is this game, since it's 20 years old, runs at 30 FPS and not 60. But hey, that's fine. You know what? Bloodborne, another all-time favorite game of mine, also runs at 30 FPS instead of 60, so... You know, we'll just have to make do with what we have. Now, you can emulate this game on an emulator. However, you need a pretty beefy computer, one which I do not have. Also, I should probably do this, Whoops. How do you sprint? Can I sprint in this game? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember all the controls. I don't think you can you? No, you can't. You can't sprint. I'm gonna die. Maybe I should not have done this on hard, because I have not played this in years. So maybe I should not have done this on hard. Because on hard, the enemies have more health, they spawn in different places, and their AI is better. Because there's really not that much health. And I'm almost dead. And this is literally just like the start of the game. Oh, how did I miss that? I need a checkpoint, please. Yeah, there's really no sprint. Oh, gotta be careful because that car can actually kill you, if I remember correctly. Also, since I'm playing on PlayStation, there's no way to actually use a headset, so if I actually want to hear the game, which I do, I have to do it through my speakers. So hopefully there's no echo. If there is, I apologize, but I have yet to figure out a good way how to not have, you know, echo from my speakers into my mic. I've tried to figure it out, but I don't know. Also, nice checkpoint, please. Oh, you have to hold it. I wish it was just press once, but no, you have to hold it. Come on, show your face. Yeah, like I said, the controls for this game are pretty outdated at this point. They definitely need a rework. Yeah, I figured I was gonna die. I'm probably gonna die a bunch. I probably should not have done hard. I probably should have just done medium. I'm not like a pro or anything. Now, if you guys did not somehow watch the intro, this game is set in like an alternate timeline, where basically these aliens are this like, yeah, I guess they're technically aliens in the first one. There's kind of a bit of retconning in the second one, but yeah, they come from outer space or whatnot and are trying to like terraform the planet because it, you know, Earth originally belonged to them because they got in a war with the Martians, and then they were losing, and so they had to leave Earth. Yeah, that's like a legit thing. That's a legit plot line of it. So, I mean, they're kind of aliens, kind of not aliens, because this, or you know, this planet originally belonged to them. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But yeah, basically they're coming back and they're turning people into the Chimera, which is what they are. And we have to stop them because that's no good. Yeah, look at these graphics. I mean, I think the game still looks good, but you can definitely tell it's kind of dated. If I recall, there's a checkpoint somewhere up here. Who did that? I see your shadow, but there you are. Nice. Oh, how did I not see this? Okay, here's our second weapon, the bullseye. Bullseye. The bullseye is the Chimeran main battle rifle. It has a rapid cyclic rate, there we go, and a high damage capability. Pressing L1 fires a homing tag. Once a foe is marked, the tag... Excuse me, weird. Had like a weird cough thing right there. Once a foe is marked, the tag will draw the bullseye's primary fire. Skillful placement of the tag allows entire magazines of ammunition to be placed on a target from the safety of cover. It is also very effective against fast-moving targets. Yeah, the bullseye is pretty good because it has a homing ability, like I just said. I'm going to try to show it off, but we'll see here. So you do the... Wow, they came from behind. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna die a bunch. Let me just do this. There they are. So you do that, and then it starts to home in on wherever you place the tag. Yeah, luckily, I think after you beat hard, there's another setting that you can get, which is like superhuman, and it's even harder, of course. And then, depending on what playthrough this is, like, you know, the Dark Souls games, you know how there's like New Game Plus and stuff? Yeah, if you play this again, there is going to be new weapons and stuff for you to get along your journey, but considering this is my first playthrough on this save, on my profile, I'm not going to be able to see those weapons. Which is kind of a shame, but nothing I can really do about it. I'm probably going to die again if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't know what those skill points are for. When I got to this game in like 2007, I didn't have internet. So it was like I couldn't do the online stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the points are, but you get skill points and stuff for all this. I don't know what they give you. I've never really cared to do it, but I don't know. Maybe you guys know. Kind of weird thing to say considering how much I like this game, but I'm just being honest. I enjoy it for the main story, not for trying to get skill points or whatever.
Sergeant Hale! Looks like your squad got it bad. Come on, let's get to the depot, double time.
Now, this should be the end of the first mission, if I recall. Yeah. I only plan on doing 5 per episode, because this game only has like 30 missions.
Captain, you seeing this? What the hell is that?
No one knows exactly how Hale was infected by the Chimeran virus. Our only clue is a journal entry recovered from the body of a US medic. It says that he encountered a number of comatose soldiers in a dry creek bed. One of the soldiers, a sergeant, suddenly woke up. Unlike the other soldiers, his body had no wounds at all. The sergeant refused any kind of medical examination, insisting on catching up to the rest of the company. If that sergeant was in fact Nathan Hale, then he remains the only known person to wake up after being infected. Whether the Chimeran virus mutated within him, or whether his body had an innate resistance to it, remains a mystery.
Man, these games really do need a remaster. I don't know why Insomniac never just did it. They really should. Man, too bad I was way too young. I was only like 6 when this game came out. I was way too young to get the collector's edition. I have the collector's edition for the second game because I was able to buy it a couple years ago, but still.
Hey, Sarge, you alright? They told me Arrow 2 was wiped out. Come on.
Oh, I forget. Can you melee in this one? I know in the second one you can, but can you do it in this one? Yeah, you can, but it's triangle for whatever weird reason. There we go. Yeah, like I said, the controls are odd. But you do get used to them. But they are kind of odd. There we go. Like I said, I hope there's no echo, but I think there is going to be a little bit of echo. I do apologize, but I really don't know how to do the workaround without just turning down my, I guess, volume, which I could. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Maybe just a little. There we go. Let me try that. And hopefully my mic, does not pick anything up. Oh, that's annoying. You can regenerate your health, but as you guys can see, there's like 4 different sections. You can only regenerate the section of that health that you lost. So since I lost 1 bar, I can't regenerate that 4th bar. But if I lost, say, half of that 3rd bar, I would be able to regenerate that. Which is kind of annoying, unless, I get a heal. Oh, there we go. I got a heal right there. There's another right there. So yeah, this is what the health looks like. March 23rd, 1950. Medical Journal. Dr. Ian Coxon. I hope I said that right. Further research into chimerian physiology suggests their rapid regeneration ability may be the result of more than their metabolic rate alone. We have known for some time that sufficient damage will kill a chimera outright, or leave it with lasting wounds that the creature cannot heal. But recent research suggests the chimera have developed a symbiotic bacteria which complements and amplifies their healing abilities. The bacteria are suspended in a viscous yellowish fluid our researchers have dubbed the Symbac serum. We believe the bacteria is likely destroyed during the healing process, which means that the chimera would be dependent on further injections of the serum as they sustain more damage. Yeah, the lore for these games is actually super cool. There's, like I said earlier, a little bit of retconning in like the second and then the third game. But for the most part, it's pretty on par with, like, you know, what they did during the first game, which is this one. They really didn't change it that much. Okay, let's see. U.S. Isolationist League. Keep America out of foreign wars. Ask, why are we fighting? The Department of War budget has increased by an average of 60% per year for the last 5 years. This has more than tripled the size of the American... Oh, dude. Expeditionary Force? I hope I said that right. I don't know why I had a brain fart. Will ours be the first generation in the history of the United States of America to engage in foreign aggression? Remember, answers come from questions, not bullets. Write your representatives. Tell them to stay out of Europe. Say no to foreign wars. Yeah, I'm not paid to breed. I'm paid to lead. I gotta be careful because I remember that there is Chimera. Yep. There is Chimera up here. Yeah, on hard, you really have to use your cover. And you kind of have to know where they are. That way, I can actually stay alive by regenerating my health. Come on. Whoa. Yeah, how do you like that? Good old American bullets. Oh, you're still alive. Yeah, you really don't want to get close to these guys. I mean, you can melee them if they're close to death, but if you get up there and try to melee them to death, you're pretty much gonna die.
This is Winters. Baker 1 approaching Kilo Road. 2 clicks from the depot. Who's near my position? Sound off. Baker 1, this is 3. We're moving wounded. It's slow going. Baker 12, we've got what's left of 5 and 10. Approaching depot from Romeo Road. ETA 10 minutes. God damn it, someone's gotta be around here. Where's Arrow? Arrow came in over the AA, then bought in the street. Perfect. All right, all Baker units proceed to the depot ASAP.
Yeah, how do you like that? So as you guys can see on their back, there's like these backpack things. Yeah, that's like their weak spot, I guess. Other than like the head, obviously. Because it has, oh boy, I'm trying to remember. It has something to do with keeping them cool because their metabolic rate is much faster than humans. So they actually burn up. So without those backpacks, they actually die of like heat exhaustion. if I recall correctly. Oh, I remember this part. You drive a tank. Oh, this part was cool. What? What? Something about that ain't right. Yeah, in this first game, you can actually drive the vehicles. In the second game, I don't remember if you can. I know in the third game you can't. But obviously, you know, I'll get to that once we start playing those games. Whoa. Where the heck do you guys come from? Yeah, you really gotta be careful with these bigger guns like these things over here. And the sensitivity on the tank is whack, I will say that. But like I said, 20-year-old game, can't really blame it. Things were different in 2006. Those are my guys. Awesome.
The Americans regrouped at an abandoned bus depot in southeast York. Under the command of a Captain Winters, they staged a daring tactical offensive. The Chimera had begun to close in on their position. If the Americans could secure the site, they would have a perfect landing zone, and the battle would tip in their favor.
You're really dug in there, sir.
They must know this is a prime landing zone. If we can hold it, we'll get some reinforcements of our own in here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think I remember this. Oh, I don't remember that. That was brand new. So was this. Oh, and I don't have any secondary fires. I'm gonna die. Yep. Okay, that was kind of bad. I won't lie, that was kind of bad. Yeah, that was kind of bad. I do remember this level, though. This is a pretty cool mission, from what I remember. There's a ton of enemies, though. And I do mean, like, a ton of enemies. Because we're stuck in this... Hold on, let me show you guys after I kill these guys. We're stuck. Literally in this area, this like square area, we're stuck here. Because we're having to hold the ground. Or hold the line, you know. Gotta be careful of that turret right there. That thing is hard to kill the person behind it because it does have like a little face shield thing. And it's really hard because it's Chimeran technology. But using it on the Chimera, very smart. Can't really ADS, there we go. Yeah, so we gotta clear all these guys out of the area, and then from what I remember, well, maybe I shouldn't spoil it. Let me not spoil it.
It's two for the good guys. One to go.
Okay, gotta be careful of that. Those are explosive barrels. If an enemy were to hit those, I would not have a good time.
Defensive positions. Swain, run a sweep on the north and east walls. Blair, give me south and west. I want to know what's heading this way before we're gagging on it. Enemy contact! North wall at the water tank! Nicholson, secure that wall. Gimble, take your squad and back him up.
Luckily, we have yet to run into a boss, or like a mini boss. I don't really remember when those guys start coming around. But they do eventually, like in all games, they start coming around. Oh, that guy's on a turret. That's not what I wanted. They become a super huge pain to kill. Just right out of reach. I need to find some more health, otherwise I'm gonna die. Man, are all my allies dead? I think they might be. Nice, some grenades. That's exactly what I wanted because holy moly. See what I mean? Man, those turrets can just annihilate you. There we go. Jeez, that guy took forever to kill. North, south, east, west.
More hostiles to the west! They're coming around that fuel station!
Man, can you not run in front of my bullets? Oh, gotta be careful with fire. Yeah, believe it or not, but fire kind of still hurts. What? I didn't kill those guys? Rip. Man, can you stop walking in front of me?
We might just hold this little piece of heaven. Tabazzini, bring those tanks in here and scrape out a landing zone.
Sir!
Incoming!
We know from the craters that the Chimera ended the battle by launching spires. There is no defense against a spire attack. By the time you see them in the air, it's already too late. After impact, the spires release swarms of crawlers. Literally thousands of them can come from a single spire. Whole cities have been infected in minutes. After the crawlers have done their work, the Chimeras send in carriers to collect the dormant victims. The role of the carriers is to transport infected humans to conversion centers. It's at these locations that the Chimeran creatures are born. Hale was brought to a conversion center in the town of Grimsby. My convoy team and I were imprisoned at the same location. We had been captured uninfected, so we were put in makeshift pens until they could infect us.
Fate's worse than death. Nice, we're getting through this. What is this, level 4? Nice, nice, nice. I was kind of worried that hard was going to be just that hard, but it seems to be working out pretty well. These guys, if I recall, are called menials, something like that. Basically, they're just like workers. They're not actually like fighters. They just work. That's their main job, to work. Oh, these you have to be careful of, I believe. Yeah, they can explode. You gotta be really careful. They're actually good for killing enemies, but they can kill you pretty dang quick as well. I think there's an in-game achievement if you complete this level without being attacked by the menials. If I recall correctly. Because at one point I remember actually trying to do all those, but then it's like I just got bored. Not that I find the game boring, I just got bored of doing that. I was like, okay, I'll do this for a while, and then I was like, okay, I'm done with doing that. I just want to play the game. I just want to play the story.
Oi, mate! Over here! Over here! Help us! Get us the hell out of here!
Hey! Over here! The console! Shoot the console! Bloody hell! Thanks for that. I'm Parker.
Hey, Sergeant Hale, 1st Rangers.
An American. We thought the Chimera stopped all of you in York.
Chimera?
Those creatures. Oh, you jammed it. I'm sorry, Hale. Looks like you'll have to find your own way out. I'll be in touch. Frequency 77.6. It was strange enough that a lone American soldier was walking around a Chimeran conversion center, but it was his eyes that were most disturbing. They showed unmistakable Chimeran traits. It was subtle, but it was there. Whoever Nathan Hale was, he wasn't entirely human.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for the Americans in this game because we went to a war that we had like no info on, and then we pretty much got annihilated. I hate to say it, but that's kind of just like the truth of it all. We got annihilated in this hypothetical different timeline war. Man, when do I get the shotgun? I think I get the shotgun in here somewhere, right? I'm trying to remember. Oh, there they are, the Chimera. The soldier ones. Oh, I'm running out. Oh, running out of ammo. Gotta switch over to the bullseye. Oh, hey, look, a little piece of intel. Let's see, 22nd of, oh boy, January, February, March, April, May, 22nd of June, 1951. Oh boy, I don't know, like 5 o'clock, 5:36 GMT, there are some of the Cloven. Oh, I remember this. The Cloven from the Retribution playthrough. They talked about this. The Cloven, I'm going to call them Cloven in this one. In the holding pen across from us. I hope we get to see them infected before the crawlers get to us. I bet they make slip skulls out of the devils. 21:18 GMT. I'm not going to try to convert it. The Cloven have been screaming for hours. Jensen knows a little Russian. Says that they're yelling something about the angry night coming. Crazy wastards. 23:22 GMT. The Menials, I was correct, finally began infecting the Cloven. Cloven? I already forgot what I said they were. They didn't fight against the crawlers. They all simply chewed the veins out of their own wrists. They bled to death rather than be converted. Dang, that's hardcore. That's hardcore of those guys. I forgot that they had lore in these games. I forgot about that. That's what happens when you don't play a game in like years. You kind of forget. Oh, please just hit those. There we go, finally. Maybe let me... There we go, regenerate some health. Okay, that guy got wrecked. Awesome. Yeah, on OBS, it is very, very dark. I'm going to have to try to correct that as best as I can. It is very dark. Also, I should mention, this is on PS3 if you guys have yet to figure that out.
I want you to keep your eyes peeled. We need to learn all we can about this place.
What? Probably should not have done that, considering it was like my only piece of cover. But it should be fine. It should be fine. We're all good here. I figured there was a guy behind me. Love it. Checkpoints. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, and here there's stupid mines. These things. You gotta be really careful of those because those things will kind of annihilate you pretty fast. If you back up... Oh, well maybe not. I thought if you backed up enough, they stopped or like deactivated. I guess not. Oh, right, you get different grenades. The Hedgehog. The Hedgehog grenade is a Chimeran anti-personnel munition. It is thrown like an ordinary hand grenade. Upon landing, it springs up and expands into a spiny cluster. As its kill height, the Hedgehog fires spines in all directions with enough force to pin targets against nearby walls. The effect is especially deadly in confined quarters. Yeah, these things are kind of hard. I won't lie. These things are kind of hard. And by that, I mean like awesome. Just in case you guys are not familiar with the lingo. Awesome, here it is, the shotgun, finally! The Rossmore 236. The Rossmore 236 combat shotgun is employed by the British Army for base defense and urban warfare. It is noted for its potent stopping power, especially in close quarters engagements. Since the Chimeran invasion, soldiers have found the shotgun very adept in dispatching howlers. Howlers. I'm trying to remember what howlers are. Howlers. I don't remember. Pressing L1 discharges both barrels. This method is less efficient than firing the barrels singly, but using it effectively can sometimes mean the difference between life and death. Yeah, it's an over and under double barrel, pretty much. It's pretty nice. Howlers. I'm trying to remember. What are howlers? I'm sure we'll figure it out in a second. Howlers. I'm sure those guys will be making an appearance pretty soon because of that. Oh, that's not good. Did not even see that. Was not even looking down. That time I was looking. What? I missed that somehow? Or maybe my health was just full. I'll take this, thank you. Okay, now that's full. And then here's the double shot. Yeah, you fire both barrels. Which is pretty nice, I won't lie. It's pretty dang nice. Then if you guys want to see the Hedgehog. Yeah, the Hedgehog is a very, very awesome grenade. The Hedgehog is so good. But you really, really do have to use it in close quarters. If you try to throw it, you know, and there's enemies too far around, it's not going to be as good. They really have to be close to it. But it's super busted. That is one of the things I do remember. It's probably my favorite grenade in the game. What was that? Hold on, gotta regenerate my health. That way I don't lose one of my little bars. Whoops, I lost one of my bars. It's not what I wanted. Whoa! Okay, so when you get low on health like this, you run back to where your health regeneration was, like that. That way you get more health. Very standard thing to do in most games. Oh, that was the wrong grenade. I didn't want to use that one. I wanted to use a regular frag. But I guess it works. Oh, maybe there's some health over here. more health right there. Awesome possum. Some more bullseye ammo, which is always helpful. Yeah, bullseye ammo is the most common in the game because obviously all of the Chimeran dudes pretty much use a bullseye. I'm looking for a checkpoint. Have I seen one of those yet? Oh, well, never mind.
The conversion center was built on top of an old fish cannery. Networks of tubes transported the bodies from one stage of conversion to another. Once humans are infected by the Chimeran virus, they fall into a coma. The virus begins changing their bodies from the inside out, eventually turning them into one of the Chimeran creatures. The conversion centers simply speed up the process.
Conversion, do. This is the part that, well, it's not really retconning. Probably should not have used that word, but this is the part that changes in the second game, how they convert people into Chimera. That does change in the second game from what I remember.
Sergeant Hale, come in. I'm seeing more hybrid patrols now. They must know we've escaped. Be careful.
Okay. Oh, lucky ducky. Can't hide from me that way. Sorry, buddy. You just got unlucky. I mean, yeah, sure, let's hide right next to the explosive. That seems like a smart idea. I can't think of anything wrong with that. What, did that go too far or something? Oh, I probably should regenerate my health. There we go. Yeah, you really want to try to save as much health as you can, but honestly, so far this hard, even though I've died a couple of times, hasn't been that bad, but we're still on the early stages of the game. Let me just get rid of those. Oh, gotta be careful. Oh, I was trying to save it, but couldn't save it. Couldn't save my last little health bar. Luckily, there's health just lying around, so that's good. Okay, I don't have any frags, so all I have left is hedgehog grenades, which is fine. Hedgehogs are awesome.
During the second phase of the conversion process, the humans are wrapped in cocoons. This accelerates the final stages of the conversion. What emerges from the cocoon is determined by the strain of the virus. Each Chimeran creature is created by a separate strain. What we call hybrids, the ones that most closely resemble humans, have the shortest gestation period. The more beastly creatures take months to create and are made from multiple human bodies.
They're like gross caterpillars turning into butterflies, or, well, I think in this, I was going to say analog. In this analogy, I guess they would be moths, right? Because the Chimerans are not that good looking. So yeah, I guess they would be a moth. Oh, not the crawlers again. I hate these things. Yep, I hate these things. Luckily, health is right here. I'll take that, thank you. Open the door, scratch my eye. I think, if I remember correctly, you can actually pop these. Or maybe there's certain ones that you could pop. Or maybe they pop themselves. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure you could pop these. Maybe not. Maybe not in this game. I could have sworn you could have popped them, but whatever. Maybe not these ones. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, that was a big miss. Was that worth it? Probably not. Did I think it was worth it? A little bit. Oh my god. Take another one of those. That was a lot of Chimera there. Oh, there was another one somewhere. Hiding. Stay down, punk. Save the health bar. Save the health bar. Get out of here, Menial. Or maybe you can't pop them. I'm trying to think about the cocoons still. Maybe they pop on their own and then enemies pop out. I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was. Is that me? Oh no, it wasn't me. Awesome. Oh, get those guys. And that wasn't really the explosion I was kind of hoping for, but it'll do. It'll do. Save the health bar. Save the health bar. Couple bullets at a time. Couple bullets at a time. Whoa. I see your head. Oh, that time I missed? For reals? Save the health bar. Save the health bar. What? I thought that guy died. Now I think he died. Oh, oh dear heavens. Oh dear heavens, okay. It's not exploding. Not sure you're meant to be up there, but whatever. Let's see. Where am I supposed to be going? Probably somewhere over here, considering there's a door. Save the bar, you know, save the HP bar. Oh, I do have... Oh, no! No, no, no! Oh, gotta be careful of that. Those hedgehog grenades, super good on Chimera, super good against you as well. Yeah, you really have to be careful of that. If I recall correctly, there's like manuals that pop out here. Yeah, then they'll pop out behind you and stuff, so you gotta be careful of that. You can't ADS with a shotgun, by the way. I guess it makes sense considering it's a shotgun. Not real. What was that? Was that one of those mine things? It is. I see another right here. Man, those little light things confuse me with the health.
The final stage of the Chimeran conversion process is known as the birthing chamber. The cocoons are opened and new Chimera are born. In the case of hybrids, a cooling apparatus is fused into their bodies. The Chimeran metabolism is roughly 12 times that of humans. This results in remarkable healing abilities, but also raises their body temperatures significantly. Without the cooling apparatus, the hybrids would overheat and die.
See, I was right. I knew I was right. I remembered somewhat correctly about them overheating and dying. What level is this? Level 6? Okay, we'll watch the beginning cutscene, and then once I actually get into the game, we'll end the video there. Because I want to do these 5 at a time. I mean, I could do 6, but I don't want to rush anything. I want to just take my time. Okay, let me save and quit. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, I know it's not Borderlands related, but I really do love this series, and obviously I've always, ever since I first started the channel, wanted to make videos on this, just in case something ever happens, and I don't know, for whatever reason, they no longer work or whatever, just so I have it on the channel, just for myself. If you guys watch it, cool, but this is mainly for me. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe because will help my channel, and because I will appreciate like always. And then, yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Away! Yeah, multiplayer doesn't work anymore.